Right, hello everyone and welcome to this new video on the channel. So today we've got a match preview. We've got Doncaster Rovers versus Newport County in League 2. So if you're a regular on the channel, you'll know that I usually do everything all in one. So I do the match preview, the match itself and the post-match analysis all in one video. However, I'm not actually at the match tomorrow. I'm going to be watching Rosso against Horbury Town, where hopefully Rosso will clinch promotion to the Premier Division of the NCEL for the first time. So I'm not going to be at that match. I'm going to be at the Rosso match instead. So I'm going to do a match preview just to give you my thoughts on the match, what happened in the last match, and give you my thoughts on both teams and what I think will happen. So without further ado, let's get into it. So we're going to start off with the league tables. So as you can see, we've got Doncaster Rovers in 14th place at 24 on 52 points. Newport are in 18th and they have 50 points. So a win for Newport will see them leapfrog us in the table. As you can see, it's quite congested in the bottom half of League 2. There's a lot of teams very close together in terms of points. With us, as you can see by a goal difference, the only teams with a worse goal difference than us is the bottom three, who are all fighting for their lives. So yeah, you can see just how a lot of that's because we're just not scoring, and we are conceding as well. But the fact we're not scoring any goals at all, it's just that goal difference is just getting worse and worse and worse week on week. And it's just, say that only teams that are worse than us at the bottom three shows really how bad we are at the minute. And speaking of that, the other team that's actually got more losses is the bottom team, which is Rochdale, and two of them were to us. So I'm quite surprised we are in 14th place, to be fair, because, like I say, with them stats and some more I'm going to give you later on, it just shows how poor the rest of the division is, because there's a lot of poor teams who are struggling to pick up any kind of consistency with the wins. There's been a lot of inconsistent teams, and because of that, that's why we're 14th and we're not lower down. But I suppose on one positive, both teams are safe now. I know it's not what either team wanted, but both teams are mathematically safe. Can't go down, but neither can finish in the playoffs. So it is basically a dead rubber match today. We're just playing for pride and places in the table. So we're going to start with Rovers. So our last match was a 1-0 away loss to Stevenage on Tuesday night. So I was at that match. It was absolutely awful, especially the first half. Like I say, we didn't have a shot all half. We didn't look close to getting a shot off. All we're doing were hoofing the ball up to Agard, who just looked isolated on his own. With nothing he could do. We're just playing him balls for him to run onto, and he just weren't getting to him. But that weren't all. It was just the whole play were awful, because we're struggling to just play a simple pass like around the defence. We're just giving the ball away. So many sloppy and stupid mistakes. And Stevenage just looked like they had so much more time on the ball. I mean, like the players were moving, trying to give them option, getting into space for him to play a ball. When we had the ball, we were just stood there waiting for the guy with the ball to do something. And he's not got any options because we're all just stood still. So he's just having to hoof it up to Agard, like I say, who can't really do it with the loose balls that he's been played. So the second half got a bit better, but it weren't good. When I say better, it's still we're absolutely awful, just not quite as absolutely awful as the first half. But like I say, we got 2 shots away, so we had 2 shots in total in the match, and we kind of didn't make as many errors, but it still weren't good to watch and still were completely unacceptable. So with that loss, we've now lost 5 of our last 6 matches. We're winless in 8 and we've won 1 of the last 13 games, which is another reason why I'm so surprised that we're not lower down the table with them sort of stats and how bad we've been playing the last few. It's lucky we got some points at the start of the season, because if we didn't have an unbeaten run in August, then we had some results like Sutton where we're 1-0 down and end up winning 2-1 with 2 very late goals, then we could be in some big trouble right now. So we've got 3 games left to go now, so I just want us to go for it. I mean, if we lose, we lose, but at least put some fight into it. I've been saying it all season. I'd rather see us lose, but give it a good go, than as just lose. We are heads down like we have been doing and just looking like we're beaten before we even get onto the pitch. It's just been so hard to watch, and I just hope we go out there and just go for it. Just pile absolutely everything onto it. If we lose, we lose, like I say, but at least we've gone out there trying. So moving on to Newport now. So their last match was midweek as well, where they lost 2-1 at home to Mansfield. So their form's been pretty inconsistent at the minute. So in the last 4 matches, they've obviously lost, then won, lost, won. And in the last 10 matches, we have 3 wins, 4 draws, and 3 losses. So for consistently inconsistent, we've got a really big range of results. We've kind of been around 18th for the whole season. We've, like I say, give or take a few places. So we've not really looked like going down, although we've been kind of in that danger zone where we could get dragged into it. But like I say, weren't looking likely with the teams down there. But we've like kind of not been anywhere near the playoffs either. So something in common with both of these teams is Omar Bogle. So I'm sure a lot of Rovers fans will remember him. We got him in January 2021. He didn't really do too well for us, to be fair, and especially under Richie Wellens, he basically said he didn't have any plans for him in his squad, and he was basically exiled with Ed Williams to train by themselves. Anyway, Wellens got sacked and McSheffrey came in and he played a few games, including scoring a goal against Wigan Athletic. And then we sold him in January to Hartlepool United, and then in the summer he left Hartlepool to join Newport. Since joining Newport, he scored 12 goals, which is actually 1 more goal than the player we bought him to replace him, George Miller. So it's odds on he's going to score today, and it's just got to happen at the keep mount as well. It's probably nailed on to happen. So in previous results this season, Rovers were victorious at Newport earlier in the season, which was the same day England lost to France in the World Cup. Karen Doyle scored a really nice goal for the Rovers to win the game by 1-0. I was actually at the game, so I can't really comment on the game. I was playing British League table tennis at the time, so I'd give this one a miss. So I'm going to move on to my score prediction. Do I think Rovers are going to turn this form around, or do I think Newport are going to continue with their win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1 routine we've been having? Because I lost the last match, so I'm probably going to win this one and then probably going to lose the next one, because that's how the form's going at the minute. Is that going to happen? My prediction is yes, I think that's going to happen. I can't see us. I just think they've got a bit more form than us. They're going to be a bit more up for it. I think Bogle's going to be well up for it as well. And I do think he's going to score. I think we'll have a better performance than at Stevenage. I think we'll be more up for it. But I just can't see us winning. I said I don't think we'll win again all season, and I'm going to stick to that. I do think we'll score, but I think Bogle's going to be well up for this, and I think he's going to score as well. So I'm going to go, final score, I'm going to go with Doncaster Rovers 1, Newport County 2. Anyway, that is my match preview for the game. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe if you did. I'm trying to hit 750 subs as soon as possible. I will be back at the Rovers next week for the final home game of the season against Colchester United. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.